August 2nd, 2022 recap, and it's a big one tonight. So, in many states across the United States, it is primary night. And there, as always, primaries are looked to for indications of what is going to possibly happen when the general election comes this November. As I've talked about on this channel quite a bit, lots of infighting, in particular in the Republican Party, has been happening. Those were playing out tonight in states across the nation, including swing states like where I am here in Arizona. I'm recording this at 9:09 p.m., and as of right now, the Trump-endorsed candidate Kari Lake looks like she might go down in flames. That said, Rusty Bowers, who testified against former President Trump for the January 6th committee, looks like he may lose his primary election to a Trump-endorsed Republican, seemingly a backlash for his testimony. No real surprises so far on the Democratic side of things. A couple of small upsets, but mostly incumbents are winning across the board, so not a whole lot of infighting has had an effect on the primaries tonight. Aside from candidates, however, there are things on the ballot in certain states that are being, again, looked to for indications of what may happen in November. Probably the one that's been focused on the most is Kansas. Kansas is the first state post Dobbs' decision from the Supreme Court to decide at the ballot box whether or not abortion remains a protected right for their citizens in that state. For those new to following politics or those international that are watching this, Kansas is very, very much a red state. The stereotype might lead you to believe that they would vote to eliminate abortion rights in that state. That's not what happened. They voted to retain those tonight, which appears to be, again, something to focus on moving toward November. The Republicans may have, again, the dog may have caught the car and doesn't know quite what to do with it, with this narrative of anti-abortion policies over the past 40 years. It really might come back to bite them at the polls. Been talking about the PACT Act here. It passed today. In its entirety, nothing was changed. So all of those narratives saying and lying about what was added to the bill, what Democrats had shoved into it, seemingly were all pushed aside because of the public pressure. Nothing was changed in the bill, and none of those things that were said ever were actually true. Lastly, as the CHIPS Act is moving forward, which again is a massive investment into the economy and the infrastructure to compete against China in the semiconductor industry, in addition to that, Nancy Pelosi flew to Taiwan today, which is the first high-level meeting with Taiwanese leadership in quite some time. And if you understand the politics of China, who still claim that Taiwan is part of their country, it's the strongest showing of really any politician in the United States in quite some time. And that's the news of the day.